Hey guys, I'm McGregor on Now's the Haida Gwaii for Island Adventure. Alright, we're mid-February, and it's still winter here in Canada. And it's cold. It's cold right across the country. The east's getting hammered again with another snowstorm. We're finally getting some break in the weather, so we're 8 above today. But 8 above isn't warm, so you still need heat in your house. And we heat with wood. So if you're heating with wood, I'm going to share some things that you need to know about getting the maximum heat out of a little stove. Alright guys, so the first thing you need to do is make sure you have a supply of dry wood. Dry wood is the only thing that's going to give you the maximum heat. If you're trying to burn wet wood, you're just going to create all kinds of problems and you're going to be cold. So make sure you got dry heat. Make sure you build a shelter that's going to protect it from the rain and allow the wind to get through and make it dry. Because dry fuel burns hotter and faster, and it'll give you the maximum amount of heat. Okay, second thing you need to do is you need to keep your stovepipes clean. Okay. If you get buildup in there, what's going to happen is, number one, you're going to risk getting a chimney fire, which could burn down your house. But number two, it's going to reduce your ability to heat your home because it's going to constrict the flow of your chimney. So by keeping it clean, you're going to get maximum flow, and you're going to get a better burn, a hotter fire, and more heat in your house. Alright, so the next step is to learn about your stove. Okay, they're all different, and each one has its own learning curve. So our stove is a 1.5 cubic foot Drolite Pyropack stove. It's designed to heat homes between 500 and 1,000 square feet. Now, the problem that you have is there's different temperatures. Okay, today it's 8 above. Yesterday it was 3 below. Okay, so I obviously need a different heat strategy today than I did yesterday. So this stove measures 18 inches wide by 12 inches deep. So what I've done is I've cut my wood. Some of it I've cut 12 inches, and some of it I've cut 17 inches. And what that does is that allows me to load the stove either front to back, which is called a north-south configuration, or left to right, or an east-west configuration. So I can put a 12-inch log from the front to the back of the stove, or I can put a 17-inch log from the left to the right. I'm going to show you the different configurations and why we want to do that. Okay guys, so I've got this stove loaded in what's called a north-south configuration. So I've got the logs running from the front of the stove to the back of the stove. Now, what that does is allows me to put 2 logs in, and I can load the newspaper and kindling in between, and I get a really hot fire right here to start, and it ignites both these logs at the same time. What that does is that gives me an extremely hot, quick fire. So if I want something to just take the chill out of the room, this gives me the quickest way of getting my stove up to heat quick. The problem with it is it does burn out quicker than if you do the east-west, which is the next configuration I'll show you. Okay guys, so this is a east-west configuration. Now, what that does is it only allows me to get 1 log in the stove, but what I do is I load the kindling and newspaper in the front, and what it does, the air passage flows through the front, and it ignites that log, and it gives me a longer burn, but with less heat. So if I want something to have a nice evening heat all night long, I would go with an east-west configuration, and that way it'll last pretty much all night, and in the morning then I can come and just reignite it using the hot coals. Okay guys, so the north-south configuration is going to give me a very hot, fast fire. And the reason for that is when I load it up, I've got 2 logs that are benefiting from the heat of the kindling. So what that is doing is giving me 2 12-inch logs, or 24 inches of surface area that I'm going to be able to combust and get heat out of. The east-west configuration gives me 17 inches of surface area that I'm going to get heat in. So the stove isn't going to get as hot. Okay, more surface area, more combustion, more heat. Okay, but it's going to burn faster, so you're going to waste fuel. Okay, but it's going to take that chill out of the air, and if you only need something like today, because it's 8 above, and I only need something to just take the chill out of the air, it's going to be a good configuration for that. But if I want to have a long-lasting heat all night long, I'm going to run an east-west configuration, or left to right. I'm going to use less wood, but it's going to run at a cooler temperature, but last way longer. Okay guys, so the other thing you want to do is you want to make sure the glass in your fireplace is clean. There's a tremendous amount of benefit to having it clean, plus it looks really cool. So I'm going to show you a really simple way to clean it, and I had some criticism in my other videos as to why I didn't show it cleaning. So today I'm going to show you how you can use a really simple, environmentally friendly method to clean your stove and get the maximum heat out of it. Okay guys, so the glass on the wood stove is crudded up pretty bad here, and I got to get it clean. Why do you want it clean? Well, the first reason is, number one, it looks pretty. Number two, clean glass allows more heat into your room. So if we open it up, we take a look, and yeah, we got a lot of soot built up on that glass. So let's get on to see how easy we can clean that. Okay guys, so the first thing we need is apple cider vinegar. Not regular vinegar, apple cider vinegar. You need a little bowl that you pour some in, and you need 2 paper towels. And this will be really easy. Okay, so we're at the stove, and the first thing is your stove must be cold. So let it burn out. We're going to empty the ashes out here. But you want to do this with cold glass, not hot glass. Take your paper towel, fold it up into a little pad, dip it into the apple cider vinegar so it's nice and wet, and watch this guys. Here we go. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? That just comes right off. Look. Let's do the next one. Look. This is what apple cider does to your glass. Apple cider vinegar is amazing. Once it's dirtied up, fold it over. Sorry guys, got on 2 hands here. Dip again. Now we're getting into the thick stuff at the bottom, and watch this. It's going to come right off. Okay. That is really nice. Okay, now, so we've got a little bit of scum on the edge. So let's get that off the top, around the edge. Okay. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so toss him aside. Take your next one, and what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of any residue, okay? So, but you want to use a clean one. So, bunch them up, dip them in, and this will put the nice finish on the glass. Okay. And look at that, guys. Yeah, perfectly shiny glass. How simple is that? No chemicals, no harsh smells, no odors, no scraping with a razor blade. Easy off, no chemicals, like forget it. Look at that. That is got everything in a very easy, simple way. Okay guys, so the wood stove learning curve can be a little challenging to some people, but it doesn't really require a lot of effort. It's simple trial and error. You're going to learn the quirks of your wood stove. and you're going to have some nice heat. Okay, wood stove heat is phenomenal. It's a really nice, it's a nice dry heat, and if you live in a wet climate like we do, it's really nice to get the humidity out of the house. But it's comfortable and it's cheap. Okay, you can have basically free energy from your wood stove for years and years and years, and you're not tied into the hydro companies and paying bills on an ongoing basis. So learn to use your wood stove, learn its quirks, and they all do have their own. Keep your wood dry, keep your chimney clean, and if you got glass in the front, keep it clean because you'll get more heat into your room, and learn how to operate it. North-south configuration is really a really good way of doing high heat, quick, fast, and east-west configuration for loading your wood. It gives you a long burn time, so you don't have to be constantly stoking it up. Okay guys, hope you learned something, and it's Norm McGregor on Haida Gwaii for On Adventure. Take care.